Hello everyone, welcome to this week's Think on the Run. Going to call this one the Mudslide Run, not so much because there's a mudslide, but because it was just very muddy for me. But I'll talk about the run at the end. This week, I suppose the big thing is the Configuration Work Group Conference for VC, AVC, CPQ, and all those other letters that you can think of. So it's set in Germany for me. It sort of kicked off about 6 p.m. at night typically with the time zone, so I watched a few of the sessions early on in the days. So it was a 2-day conference, and learned a bit about what's happening with the AVC and engineer to order and some CPQ stuff, and so, you know, very, very useful. So so if you did register for the conference, keep an eye out for the postings. I'm still waiting for the recorded sessions to be uploaded so I can see what I missed, but yeah, so that was probably the big thing for me this week. The other big thing, not to play it down, is Configurable Opinions. So probably today or tomorrow, releasing our next installment, and we've got a working title called The Consultant Trap. We sort of weave together a bit of, if you remember, the A-Team, a TV series from the 80s, so boomers, that's us, and younger people, history lesson. We sort of meld some of the themes of that into the themes of the discussion, and sort of come out with something that might make no sense or a lot of sense. But it's all about strategy and tactical approaches to things, so I think it's worth a look. It was an interesting conversation for me. Also, just spinning back to the conference, we've got a couple of configurable opinion videos available through the conference as well, so they're also on our channel, but if you're registered in the conference you can go view a couple of those. So there's a bit around AVC transition and another topic as well. And from a Radiant Think perspective, I've got the preconditions versus constraints video, which you may find interesting if you're using a lot of preconditions perhaps in your current design and you don't like it, and also I'm not convinced preconditions are even a good idea in the AVC. But anyway, that's probably a future topic as well. So about this run is, if you watched last week, I was near the vintage railway line. It's here in Mount Eliza. This run is close to that, but in sort of the other direction, and it revolves around an old quarry. I think probably about 2-3 months ago I did a run to that quarry in the runs, but this is more running around it and doing a few different tracks and trails that are around here. So it's quite a good little park or area here. So yeah, so last week you would have seen the car wrecks as well in our regional park, so there you go. So but this one, yeah, Mount Eliza, which I call a hill, but you know, it's quite steep tracks, and we had heavy rains last night, and so there's lots of mud and lots of puddles. It's probably not that obvious on the video, but it was very obvious to me running it or walking it or scrambling it. But that's what I do every Friday. I just run no matter what. Okay, so that's really everything about everything. Wherever you are in the world, most of us are still dealing with COVID in some way or another. So as I always say, sort of keep COVID safe. You know, be kind and respectful to others, because really it's not all about me or all about you, it's all about us. So anyway, that's just my little I don't know, words of wisdom at the end. So thank you, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.